In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can design a very simple wedding invitation card. Let's assume couples that want to wed, okay, they give you their invitation card for you to design. You know very well that every invitation card has its design and pattern, okay, based on the quality and size the couple wants. So we are going to look at how we can design that invitation card. So first of all, you have to measure the inner of that card. Take for instance, there are some cards that used to come with extra inner inside. That is a plain sheet, some is cream color, based on the color or quality. Mostly is always cream color, small pepper inside, while others you can print directly on the card depending on the type of card you want. So when you encounter those that have small pepper inside, okay, that is the one you measure. That is where you are printing on. Then you can now attach it or gum it to the main card before the envelope. Okay, so always know how you are designing before you even come into this interface. So let's move straight into the tutorial. Okay, so from what we are going to look at, we are going to be using a measurement based on the card I did before. Now I'm going to be using cm. Okay, I'm going to be using cm. So let me change my unit first. Come here to my property bar, follow me. I'll change to what? Centimeters, which is what? cm. Why I'm saying this, because you should always select your units before you select or before you impute any measurement. If not, if you put your measurement first before the unit and you come back to change the unit, that measurement won't be the same. Like I always say, inches is different from cm and inches is bigger than cm. So always know that each unit has its own uniqueness and size. So let me measure. Look at your property bar. After selecting your centimeters, look at your property bar where you have the measurement, both the width and your length or height. So I'm going to put 17.5, that is cm, by 23.5. that is the measurement we'll be working with. So if I press my enter button, you've seen that this size has reduced. I'll double click on my rectangle tool to put this shape you are seeing. Have you seen? Look at, have you seen this outline you are seeing here? I'm going to remove the outline, the black outline, this black stroke. If you don't know how to remove it, watch my beginners class. The link will be dropped in the description below. So I'm going to remove, let me undo, I'm going to remove the outline. I've removed it. Okay, so this is the size we'll be working with, and this is the size that will enter that card. So let me start by importing my background, the background I'll be using. So I'll go to my file menu. There are different ways to do this. File menu, click on import, that is Ctrl+I, and this is the folder I want to use to design. So let me import the background first. Click on import, select, click on import. I will now drag and draw. Now this is it. Obviously this is the background we'll be using. Like I said, it's a very simple design. Okay, anybody can follow up. I'll put the resources in the description below so you can download and also follow up. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to power clip this background into this other shape. How will I do that? Either I use my right click on it with my right click itself on my mouse, then I move it to the main page and leave it using power clip. Have you seen? Now instead of me to use that method, for the sake of beginners or those coming in or trying to learn this interface, I'm going to use the easiest way. What is the easiest way? Just right click on this image. Have you seen? I've right clicked on it. Go down to where you have power clip inside, click on it, move to where you have this page here. Have you seen this blank page where you added that outline? Click on it once. Have you seen? It has power clip inside. It is now inside this shape. So even if I move it, have you seen? They are now one. Let me undo. Okay, so how will I enter into this frame here, inside this box here, this shape, to adjust my background? Or right click on it. Have you seen? Edit power clip. Click on edit power clip. Okay, this is CorelDRAW 2024. So if you are using a lower version, you will achieve same result. Just follow carefully. So I'm inside the frame now. I'm going to hold down my shift key, come to the edge here where I have these 4 arrows here. Hold down your shift key till you see these 4 arrows. Look at these 4 arrows here. Have you seen? Once you hold down your shift key and you take your mouse pointer to any of the edges here, it will change to 4 arrows. Then you can increase, so it will increase uniformly. Have you seen? I've adjusted this background. I'll keep adjusting till I get what I want. Okay, as we keep learning. So let me leave that frame. How will I leave it? I can just adjust, or then look at somewhere here. You can right click and click on finish, or just click on finish editing based on your version. Okay, so let me import, let me bring in the right top for this invitation. I'm going to bring the right top. So this is the right top. I'm going to copy. There's Ctrl plus A, select all, then I'll copy it. I'm going to click on my text tool first. Okay, click anywhere on my workspace, then Ctrl plus V, that is to paste, and this my text is already here. Now mind you, this invitation card is for printing. Okay, this invitation card is for printing, so I will be focusing more on the CMYK color palette. That does not mean that if you use your RGB colors you won't be able to print well. Depending on the machine, RGB colors can be printed very well depending on the kind of machine you are using. So if you are using CMYK colors, you know that by default is for printing. Okay, but if you want to use the RGB colors, then that means you are using a digital printer. So let's move straight to this tutorial. Okay, I'll break this text. How will I break this text? Ctrl plus K. Ctrl plus K. Have you seen? I have broken it, so that I'll separate it. Now let me start by bringing in other stuff. I'm going to take this in. As you can see, have you seen? I'm taking it in. We can adjust as you like. I'm going to be using a typeface called Montserrat. Let me be using Montserrat, a very popular typeface. It's okay, so I'll select Montserrat. Have you seen? Montserrat. And I'm going to be adjusting this background again. You know what, to enter inside and adjust. Okay, I'll adjust till I get what I want. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to bring in this other one. I'll still be maintaining the same typeface, which is what? Montserrat. Now if you don't understand what I mean by typeface, watch my tutorial on typography. You understand. For some of you, you know that it is font. The right word is typeface. Okay, so I'll still be using my Montserrat. In short, to even make everything easier for me, what I'll do is I'm going to select text here. I'm going to highlight the whole text, and I'll just select Montserrat since I'll be making use of it the most. Okay, good. So I've selected Montserrat. Okay, this is it. Let me centralize it. Hold down your shift key after selecting the first line of this word. Okay, select the second one, then press C on your keyboard, letter C. It will centralize. Okay, now have you seen how I'm arranging it? This is not the final arrangement. We are going somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the local government of the bride. Okay, I'll still select. Let me use a uniform size. So using Montserrat, I'll be using 10 points. Okay, 10 is looking small. Let's try 12. Good, I'll be using 12 points, and I'll be using Montserrat medium. So look at the typeface Montserrat, then I'm going to be using Montserrat medium for the font. Okay, so it will show well when printed. So since I'm using 12 here, this stage here I'm going to be using same 12, and I'm also going to maintain the same font, which is the medium. Okay, medium. Good. So this is this one. Then there's Anne here. I'm going to put it here. Look at, because there are two families here. Okay, the bride and the groom's family. So I'll be using same Montserrat. Okay, same Montserrat, and I'll be using medium. Good. Let me change all this to Montserrat medium, so I'll not be changing it. Okay, I've changed all to Montserrat medium. So I'm going to draw a circle here. Let me draw a circle where I'll put this Anne. Okay, look at it here. Let me take this circle here. What I used to advise beginners, always design with black and white first. Make sure you design with black and white. Get your layout before you start applying your colors. What I'm saying will help you, because by the time you start with colors, if your brain is not strong, you will get confused. So let me add black. I'll start with black and white before I add colors in the end. So now let me still maintain our typeface, which is Montserrat. Now this thing is behind, have you seen? It's behind this circle. I'm going to take it up. I'll hold down my shift key after selecting it. Have you seen? Look at it here, it's behind. Okay, I'm going to hold down my shift key and take it up. As you can see, then add white. Like I said, I'm dealing with black and white. I can now reduce it. Mind you, I'm using 12 point typeface, sorry, 12 point font. Or typeface still correct, so I'll put 12. I will now reduce the circle. Okay, down, this is it. Good. And that of the man. Okay, so I'll still reduce it. I'll reduce it. I'm going to use 12. Okay, 12. Then I'm going to break this text. I'll take it to the next line. Click on it, that is press enter. Let's go to the next line. Okay, this is it. I've taken it to the next line. And I'm also going to add this cross river, this state here. I'm going to add it here to this text. How will I do that? Why? I want this space. I don't want it to be empty. So I'm going to reduce the size to 12. Since I'm using 12, I'll cut it. Then come here. I'll click here and I will paste it. Now for your own design, you won't see something like, or you might not see something like this based on how I want to arrange. That's why I did cut and paste. Good. So I have something like this. So next is cordially invite. Okay, I'm going to take it here. Okay, so I'm taking it here. Let me be using a typeface. Let's try Mutiara. Let's see Mutiara. Okay, this is Mutiara Calligraphy. I'm going to increase the outline of this typeface. The outline, how will I do that? Right click on black on your color palette. Look at, let me undo. See how it was before. It's not looking too, bold or bright. I'll right click to add what? Outline. I can go ahead to come down. Look at my bottom right here where you have this pen icon. I can double click on it. Have you seen? I can increase this to where you have your width. I can increase it to 0.2. Click on it. I'll increase this more. Okay, so I'll centralize it. Cordially invite. Now this couple, they want me to keep space for them to write people name inside. There are some cards you won't see them writing inside. They write on the envelope. There are some you see they write inside. Okay, so I'm going to keep space for writing the person they are inviting, the name of the person they are inviting. So I'll have to draw a line using my Bezier tool. Come to your toolbox, click on Bezier tool. If you don't know where your Bezier tool is, locate where you have your freehand tool. Click that or drop down arrow, that small arrow facing down bottom right. Click on Bezier tool, hold down your shift key, and let's draw a straight line. Okay, where you have this point here at the end, click once, so you have what? An horizontal line. I'm going to increase the outline. How will I increase the outline? I'm going to increase the outline of this line. Look at your property bar. Have you seen where you have this pen icon here? This kind of, have you seen where you have this pen icon here, where you have 0.5 pt, that's 0.5 point. Okay, click on it, that drop down arrow, and select either one. If your own is not on the property bar, don't panic. Look at the bottom right here where you have this same pen icon. Double click on this bottom right here. Have you seen? Good. Still increase it, make it to be 1. Type 1 there. Select this, your drop down arrow, make it to be 1. Click on OK. Good. So let me adjust it so they can write on it. That is it. Every information you put here will follow an order. Okay, first of all is the family of the bride, seconded by that of the groom. So this is the format. Okay, also the name of the bride will always come first, that is under this invite, before that of the groom. So as you can see, this is, I've put this line where they can write. Okay, now I'm going to put today. I'm going to take it to the right so that as you are writing, it will just flow. Let me draw a shape here using my rectangle tool. Look at our rectangle tool here. The shortcut key is F6. So I'll draw a box, a rectangle box, a rectangular box. Look at, I'll take it where I have this line. I'm going to right click on it and convert to curves. Convert to curves, Ctrl plus. Why am I converting to curves? I want to bend, I want to, you know, adjust this left side here, this top left. I want to take it in small. Okay, there's a small a kind of style I want to create on this shape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my shape tool, which is F10. Now look at this top left here. Select it without your shape tool, or you click on that node. Just use your arrow key or use your mouse to drag in. Hold down Control key, drag to your right, so that it will take this kind of style. Have you seen? Good. I can now add my black, since I'm dealing with black and white for now. So you've seen something like this. I can now adjust the line. Good. So I'm going to place this 2D on top too. I'll still select my 12 size, point size. Okay, have you seen? I'm going to make it white. It's behind. I'll take it in front. Shift page up. Good. I'll reduce it. I'll reduce this one. Have you seen? Now this is how it goes. As you can see, after the family and whatever, after the cordially invite, you write here the name of the person you're inviting. Then as the name goes, it will now rhyme with what? Today. Now what I'm going to bring down is what? Solemnization. Okay, so you can see that everything is in uniform when you are reading. Solemnization of holy matrimony. Okay, so I'm going to create contrast here where we have the solemnization, because this is the main purpose you're inviting these people. So let it be visible that anybody reading it will know that, okay, is a wedding invite. I'm going to be using the typeface called, let me still try this Mutiara, I think, yeah, Mutiara Calligraphy. Let me see how it looks. If it's not giving me what I want, I'll change it. Let me right click to add black. Let me select the holy matrimony and see how it goes. Let me add outline to it. Okay. We might say it's beautiful, but there's something I'm looking for. Let me try another typeface. Let me try Rosaline signature. No. Okay. Let me try fragile typeface. Let's see. Okay, let me use something like this. I don't want to use too many scripts. Okay, so let me use this typeface, fragile. That's not the typeface, so it will be visible. Good. So to the solemnization of holy matrimony. Okay, I can now space it. Good. Mind you, you are not expected to use too many typefaces or fonts, depending on how you understand it. Okay, 2 is okay, maximum 3. So no matter what you are designing, make sure you keep that in mind, that you must have at least 2 typefaces or maximum 3. Okay, so solemnization of holy matrimony of their children. I'll still be maintaining my Montserrat medium, and I'll be using 12. Now based on the size of the card, you can use more than 12. It's not a fixed point size. Okay, you can use more than 12. So I'm only telling you based on what I have at hand. This is what I used. Okay, so this is it. Of their children, this is their name, their surname first, according to what they want. So I'll still be using this. Let me try this typeface. Let me see how it looks like. Okay, I'll right click on it, on the black color, to add outline. So this is it. This is it. Let me centralize it. Click on it. Click on any typeface and centralize. Then we still have "and." So that's to say the bride and the groom. So let me bring this in. Good. But I'm not going to do what I did at the top before. Look at this "and." Have you seen this "and" at the top? This particular "and" here. I'm just going to copy it and duplicate it down here. So it should just be uniform. So I'll select, then I'll click on it and copy and paste. Good. So I'll bring it down here, copy and paste there with my mouse. Good. So this is it. I can increase the outline of this name here, of the bride's name and groom name. You know how to do it, how to increase the outline of either the bride or groom's name. Okay, I've showed you how to do that. Either I'll use 0.5. Okay, good. So let me take this "and" to be under the name of the bride, because if you read, of their children, their name, and that is the bride's name, and that of the groom. So that of the groom will come here. I'm going to maintain same size, so I'll be using 36 for that of the name of the couple, and the name of the typeface is called Mutiara Calligraphy. I'll use same for that of the groom. I'm going to also use 36 point. I'll also increase the outline. For the sake of the beginners, I will not want to do any shortcut something here. I would have just copied my properties and duplicated it down here. So I'll still increase this outline. Remember, I use 0.5, so I'll select 0.5 and I'll OK it. So you can now see that this is in order if you have to read, of their children, the bride name, and the groom's name. Okay, this is it. Now if you look at very well, if you look this name, they are looking too spacious. Look at where you have the surname of the bride. The space here to me is too much because of the way the typeface or font is looking. So what I will do is I'm going to reduce it. I'm not going to interfere with the lines in between. Okay, that's the canon. I'm going to just reduce it without tampering with, without squeezing the typeface. Now this is it. Click on your typeface, hold down shift key, click on your shape tool. Now look at this, look at your bottom right here. Have you seen something like this? Have you seen this these strokes here? Fine, hold down your shift key, click and hold, then take it to your left small. Have you seen? I am not squeezing any font, I'm not squeezing the name, but I'm only trying to reduce the gap. Leave it. Have you seen something like this? I will do same for the groom's name. I'll hold down shift key, click on, after selecting the text, hold down shift key, click on your shape tool on your toolbox, come down to where you have these strokes here by your right. Okay, this is where we used to increase the the tracking and the canning of words. So I'll click on it and hold, take it to your left, and you can adjust. Okay, and adjust. Have you seen? I have not squeezed any text, but I've only reduced the gap in between. Good, based on the typeface. Good. This is how it is. You can now adjust. So I'm going to bring in the date. I'm not going to write date because you and I know when you see something like this talking about date and also time. So I'll still maintain my 12 points. That's 12 pt. Okay, good. I'll place it here. Basically where I've placed it, let me centralize it with the name of the couple. Okay, good. I've done that. Okay, now I'm going to bring the name of the church next. Okay, I'll still use the same typeface just like we selected before now, and I'll have to use capital letters. Not that I cannot use small letters, but let me just make it more visible by using capital letters. Okay, let me still maintain my 12 pt. You mustn't do all designs to be too big. Okay, so follow this method I'm doing, we will arrive at something. Just let's finish first. You see the beauty of this card. You can do necessary adjustment after laying our text. Let me bring in the address. I'll still use 12, but in this case I'll be using either 11, so the address will not be competing with that of the church name. Good. Okay, next is reception. Okay, let me reduce it. Let me try another typeface, which is the same one we have used before. Let me see how it is. Let me increase the outline. Okay, reception follows immediately after service. Let me reduce it. Good, so that you know that when you read and come there, another information takes place. So be careful how you reduce it and the typeface you are using. Let me bring in this. I'll still use my Montserrat 12. So if you check very well, total number of typefaces we have used here is 3. Okay, which is Montserrat, Fragile, and Mutiara Calligraphy. So there are 3 typefaces I'm going to be working with till the end. Okay, good. So let me bring in the address of the reception ground. Let me use M12. Like I said, I wouldn't want to use any shortcut method here because of those learning for the first time or trying to follow up. So I'll do everything manually. If not, I'll just copy my properties and to take effect. Then we have traditional marriage here. Okay, let me take this, let me push it up, select all and take up. Let me push it up because I need to manage this size. I'm not going to increase this size because the card is already this measurement. Okay, so let me bring in traditional marriage. What I'll do is I'll draw a line, I'll draw a shape here, my rectangle tool on your toolbox. Have you seen? Good. Let me reduce this to let me use 13. Let me see. I will use capital letters here. Go to your text menu on your menu bar, move to where you have change case, click on it. You see sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, title case, and toggle case. Click on uppercase. Uppercase, that is capital letters. Good. I've changed this to capital letters. I will now reduce the rectangular shape I've drawn. I'll reduce it. Good. Let me add black. Remember, anywhere I add black, that means I'm going to add color to it. Now this is looking it is already on top of my text. How will I do this? I already know how my text is. I'll select from outside and hold down shift, bishop, take it down your keyboard and it will come up. I can now add white. So wherever I'm having this black color, I know that there is a color I'm going to put there later. I'm not going to leave it black and white. Good. So I am going to draw another shape here. Okay, if I want, I will do that, something like this, so you know this is traditional marriage. Let me select both, shift page up, take both the text and the shape up. Let me take this, as you see what I have here, this other shape is under it. Let me centralize. Now this information is going to be on top of this box I've drawn here. So let me take it here. I'll still reduce it to my 12 point. I'll still reduce it to 12 point. 12 points. So this will be 12 p.m. Good. 12 p.m. Thursday, then the date, then 12 p.m. As you can see, we are trying to avoid unnecessary things like writing date, time, all those things. Used to occupy space, and design is changing daily, so you can't just be using same format every time. Good. So this is it. Okay, let me take the compound down. I'll still maintain the same typeface, same 12 or 11. I use 11 for the chief, and also the address here. I can reduce it because I want it to enter well. Centralize it, click on this one, centralize both of them. Okay, good. So you have something like this. I can increase the outline and also the size of this shape. Let me increase the outline. How will I do that? Okay, on your property bar, you see where you have this pen icon here, or this pencil icon, where you have 0.5. increase it to either 0.75 or 1.0, or even more. Let's try 2. Good. 2 points. So we have something like this. Let me select all the text and take it up, shift page up, so that if I add color it won't be behind. So now we have RSVP. For some of us that we grew up, they told us it's rice and stew very plenty, but this is a kind of French sentence or statement, okay, that has to do with if you want to respond or reach out to the persons involved in the occasion, you can reach out to them. That's why you're seeing a phone number here. Okay, so you're seeing a phone number here. Okay, so you can now see that our design is coming up. Take it here, colors of the day. I'll take it here. I'll still increase. I'll still use the same size I used, which is that of the RSVP. Let me use 11.5, so it will be smaller than 11.5 also for the colors of the day. I can still increase this. Let's use capital letters. Now these are the colors of the day. Good. Have you seen? You have to show those colors so that it will save somebody the stress of thinking how does this color look. Okay, you have to save your audience that stress of going to find out how does this color look and the rest. So even if you think they know, just put it there. So how will I do this? I'm going to be using a square or rectangle. Have you seen? There are 4 colors here, so I'm going to be using 4 rectangles. Okay, this is it. Have you seen? This is I've drawn a shape here using my rectangle tool. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. I've pasted this one. Move it. Click. Go down. Control key. Click and move it to your right. Have you seen? Have you seen? Have you seen what I'm saying? Fine. So as you've done this, copy it and paste. That is for those learning. Look at. Let me use your own method. Press Control. Okay, I've drawn a shape here. So copy and paste. You can hold down your control key and move to your right. Copy again and paste. Hold down your control key and move. Copy again and paste. Hold down your control key and move. So there are 4 colors here, which I'm going to apply those colors later. Okay, but for those of us that have passed this level of doing copy and paste with our Control plus C command, what I'll do is after drawing the first one, I will just hold down my control key, use my mouse, right click. When I right click, let me do it again. Look at, I've clicked on the first one. I'll right click. I'll just press my Control plus D to duplicate. Like I said, I want this tutorial to be beginner friendly. Okay, beginner friendly tutorial. I don't want something that you get confused. So if you are already confused to an extent, just repeat this tutorial and you will understand. Okay, so these 4 boxes or 4 rectangles I've created here are for the colors I'm going to apply: silver, gold, emerald green, and peach. I'm going to apply these colors here. Okay, another designer might want to use circle to represent this, like I used to do in some of my designs, but for this design I want to use this small rectangular boxes. Okay, so that is all. Now look at it, they still have toast. Like I said, we must manage this page, this size we're having. I'm going to use let me break this text. Look at it. Let me break it. Let me take this on. Let me break this text. Have you seen? I've taken it. Now if you look very well, you might be wondering where I'm going to put the toast, but I'm going to do that. I'll put that. How will I do that? I'm going to shift these things to my right. Select or take it to my right. Let me undo. Let me select everything under that holy matrimony. Take it to the right. Good. I'm going to draw a love shape here. My love shape. That love shape. Look at your toolbox here. Okay. Look at your toolbox. Now, for some of you that are using lower version, okay, when you go to where you have your polygon tool, there's a drop down arrow called flyout arrow. Okay, you see something like basic shapes. You see basic shapes, but for higher version, like I said, this is CorelDRAW 2024. You see common shapes. So know that they are the same thing, but they are different in their names. You will see basic shapes for lower version, while for higher version you see common shapes. So I'll click on what? Common shapes. Now look at the property bar. I said before now in my beginners class, I said whatever tool you select from your toolbox, your property bar will adjust to suit that tool, so you can do your manipulation and other features that are related to that tool. So look at where you have your property bar. Look at this symbol here, or this shape here. Have you seen this shape here close to where you have your, or where I have my pen icon here on my property bar? There's a drop down arrow there, click on it. Okay, now you see love shape. For lower versions there are limited shapes, but for this higher version you have other shapes inside. So click on the love shape. I'm going to draw a love symbol here, or shape. So hold down your control key to draw a perfect love symbol. Have you seen? Good. I'm drawing this here, but mind you, I do not want this love shape to touch my text. So I'm going to manipulate this love shape small. How will I do that? Right click, convert to curves. Have you seen? Now I am going to click on my shape tool. As I've clicked on my shape tool, look at this bottom here, look at this node here. Have you seen this bottom? Just click on that node, or you select it, either ways, click on it. Now you can see that we have different arrows here, 1 2 3 4. Look at this other one. I'm going to use this one here. Remember, I clicked this bottom node here, selected this node here, after converting to curves and using my shape tool from my function key, shape tool from my toolbox. Click on this arrow here, hold, take it inside. Have you seen what I have? Have you seen? Let me undo it. I said after converting to curves, click on your shape tool, select this bottom node here. Look at this button, this node here. Have you seen this node here? Click on that node that is like small box. Look at, there are 4 arrows here, left, right, and bottom, left, right. Look at this one by the right. I want to curve this, so click on that, the head of that, or the tip of that arrow, drag it inside. Have you seen? You have something like this. Have you seen? You can adjust it if you want to, but just achieve this first. Have you seen what I have? I can now reduce it. I want to place this, their toast, on top of this love sign. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this text enters into that box, and at the same time to be visible when it is being printed or aired out. Okay, so when you are designing, have it in mind that, one, is it for printing? Is it just for the online space? Is it visible? Will it be visible when it is printed? Have this at the back of your mind. So as you can see, I have adjusted this. At the same time, I'm also trying to cover space, unnecessary space. I can still adjust this by double clicking on the shape, using your pick tool, using your shape tool. Good. You can see something like this. Now I'm going to bring in the toast itself, take it here. Remember, we said we are going to maintain the same typefaces we have used here, which is about 3 of them. So let me try the same typeface I used before. Let me try I use Mutiara. Let me add outline and see if it's okay. Let me try the one I use for the solemnization. I think I use fragile. Let me see how it is. Okay, this is for the toast. I can underline it. Look at my property bar, this U that is underlined, you can underline it if you want. Then I'll take in this is 24. Let me reduce it to 12. Okay, I'll take it inside here, and I'm going to break it. Okay, before taking it, let me break it. So Ctrl+K to break. This is it. I'll reduce it, let it enter inside. Okay, take this inside. So this one I'm using 8.5 based on the size of my love shape. 8.5. I'm also going to use 8.5 for this one, which I can still adjust later. then each other for each other come here. So if this doesn't enter here, let me use 8.5 still. 8.5. If does not if this doesn't enter here, I am going to still break this each, take the order to the next line, Ctrl plus K to separate it, so it will definitely take the shape of this love sign I have drawn here. Good. So you can see that I've been able to insert this, centralize it, insert this text in this shape. I can adjust if I want. I can also reduce if I want. Good. So this is it. Have you seen? But that is not all. I just wanted to show you first how I'm going to put it inside. But before I do that, I'm going to take out this text. Let me take it outside. This love shape, I'm going to copy and paste. Copy and paste. I'm going to duplicate it, paste it. There are two love shapes. Look at, there are two here. I want to do something. Undo it. I'm going to click on it once. There are two shapes here, remember. When I click on it once after selecting, have you seen this rotation icons or arrows here? Have you seen? I want to rotate one of these shapes, and I don't want it to be looking exactly at the same position. So what will I do? I'm going to rotate. Look at this one. Have you seen something like this? I'm rotating that where I have that rotation arrow. Have you seen something like this? Don't get confused. One is behind, one is on top. How do I know? Because the one I copied is behind, the one I pasted is on top. So I'll click on the one behind, any of it. I'll click on black. Have you seen? How do I know the other one is on top or behind? Let me also try deeper black. Have you seen? You can see that. Let me make this one lighter black so that you see the difference. Have you seen? I want to add two colors to it, so let me use this one. Have you seen something like this? Remember how I rotated it? You can rotate again if you want to adjust. You can adjust. You can adjust the way you want. Okay, so I'm only showing how you can rotate this. Okay, good. So I'm going to take this and place on top. If it is hidden, hold down your shift key, click on page up, cut it there, and it's out. I can now adjust very well. Good. This is it. And reduce this toast. Good. So for some designers who want to put the couple's name here or the couple's names here again, I wouldn't want to do that because already their names are here, so repeating their names is like tautology. I don't want to do that, so I don't want to repeat their names again. Anybody that sees this know that it's for the couple. So let me import the ring I want to be using. Let me import. You know how to import. I've showed you. Okay, good. Let me import this ring. Click on import. I want to cover this space, so I'm going to put the ring. I'll enlarge it. I'll put the ring here. Let me adjust it well. Good. So as you can see, I have left the ring here. Nice one. So have you seen? That is it. Okay. Now for the traditional marriage, some persons will want to put calabash, they want to put palm tree. So I'll import that calabash. It's on my desktop. So let me go and import it. It's on my desktop. I hope you are following. This is it. Okay, import. Good. Let me import. I've imported this calabash here. Like I said, I'll put the resources in the description below so you can get these resources and practice. Okay, so I've placed it here. Okay, but I don't want it to look like it's floating, so I am going to create a shadow under it, like a base. How will I do that? Look at your ellipse tool. Look at your ellipse tool here, or your circle. Just draw a circle, which is your what? F7. Let me click on ellipse tool. I'm going to look at what I'm doing. Have you seen? I didn't draw a perfect circle. I drew something like this, showing that this calabash should be on it, like the shadow, okay, of these two things. So what will I do? I'm going to add black to it, just like I'm using black. Okay, I can decide to add 90% of black. Okay, good. I've done this. What next? I am going to blur this background. How am I going to do that? Look at your effects menu. For those using lower version, you check your bitmaps menu, you see blur. Okay, blur. Now if it does not come up, in most cases you will need to bitmap this object. Okay, bitmap. How will you bitmap? Come to bitmap menu, click on what? Convert to bitmaps. Then you can now click on RGB, select RGB. Your resolution should be around 300 and above, or let's say 300 is okay. RGB, then you click on OK. Okay, so for some version or higher versions, I don't need to click or convert to bitmap. So I'll just go to blur, then I'll go to my Gaussian blur, click on Gaussian blur. Have you seen something like this? Have you seen? Good. So you can see my own effect here. I can adjust from here. Have you seen? The more I take it right, the Gaussian radius, you have to adjust it. Have you seen something like this? It shows that this calabash has a base, so I'll have to adjust it so it will look well. So I need something like this. I can now close it. Okay, now I'm going to adjust it well. I'm going to reduce it, then I'll take this thing up, that is shift. Be sure I'll take it up, then adjust it very well. I'll reduce it, select, reduce, let it touch some more, so it will have a small base. Have you seen? So we have something like this. I can group, select all, Ctrl+G, and you can group. Let me see, take it down, signifying traditional marriage, since that part is about traditional marriage. So this is it. This is what we have. Have you seen? Okay, now if you look at this arrangement, you can see that we've been able to achieve something. So whatever you want to adjust now is just minor, okay, but we have been able to achieve this design before we even add color self. Okay, so this is it. I can go ahead to adjust if you want to adjust. I'm taking time to explain this because I wouldn't want you to make any mistakes. So follow these steps and you achieve something like this. Okay, now let me conclude the design. As you can see, the reason why I chose this background that you are seeing, because of the colors that are meant for the day. I will not go and use pink when their colors has nothing to do with pink. So the background you are selecting should complement whatever colors they have chosen for the day. That is why you've seen I use something relating to or related to green. Okay, so I am going to add my line so that it will not look so empty. How will I do that? Look at the line I'm going to do. I'll see adjust it. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to just draw the line to cover everywhere, like saying I'll just draw a square, increase the outline. No, I'm going to be using my tool. There's a tool I'm going to be using where you have your freehand tool. There's a tool called 2-point line. Okay, I'm going to click here, hold down my shift key. I've clicked once, hold down my shift key. Have you seen? I leave it once. Where you have that small shape, hold it again, take to the right, leave it. Where you see have that small box there, continue from there, something like this, take it down. Don't worry, we'll adjust it. Leave it, still continue from that box. Have you seen something like this? Have you seen here? Hold down your shift key, then leave it. So you can now see that I've achieved this kind of shape or outline without covering the whole box. Okay, if you look at where it started, I wanted it to start, I can still adjust it. I wanted it to start where I have this love shape where they toast it, as you can see. So I will now adjust my background and also my text. How will I do that? This calabash must be inside that shape. So I can now increase, I want to increase the shape. Have you seen? Now I'll take this calabash up, shift page up, and into this shape I just, or line I just drew. So I'll still shift things inside. I'll take this calabash here down, then I will reduce it. I don't want it to be too big. I will reduce it. Okay, now for the outline of this line I've just drawn, I'm going to increase it. Let me see 3. Okay, 3 is smaller. Let's see 4. 4 is still looking small. 4 points. Let me try 6 points. So this is 6 points. If 6 points is still looking smaller, okay, 6 points, let's go with 6 points. It's okay. Now you can now see that there's a space under and also on top. Let me move this up small. Good. Shift this information to the right. The traditional marriage information, I'll take it to the right. Good. I hope you've seen the necessary adjustment. So you can now see that you will not just design and leave it. You have to make sure everything is in alignment. You have to adjust after your layout. After getting your layout, you have to keep adjusting till you get what you want. So this is it. Have you seen? Nice one. I can now preview out. Good. Have you seen something like this now? Let me view so that you see it. Have you seen? We are now going to add our colors, then adjust the background also, because I wouldn't want this line to be on top of the background. Okay, so let me adjust. I will adjust. I enter inside the background, inside the container. I've showed you how to do that. Okay, I'll take this down. Good. As you can see, I'm trying to fill up the space there. I will also reduce this, take it in small. Good. As you can see, the spacing is becoming equal. Have you seen? So I'm going to be using my red and emerald green. So for the family of whatever I have here, okay, I am going to be leaving it at this color, leaving the black color. I would like to be in bling. I would like to be black. Okay, then for this and this circle here that is carrying this, and I'm going to be using red. Like I said, I'm using my CMYK color palette to add colors. This red is looking short. So I would like add black. Let me add black. Come to where you have your, let me add black. Come to where you have your pen icon below. Now this is where I can add my black. Look at where you have your color viewers. Have you seen? Good. Now if you look here, for you using lower version, you see CMYK. Please don't get confused with what you are seeing in this higher version. Look at where I have CMYK here. Have you seen? That red is a combination of magenta and yellow, which is what? 100% of magenta, 100 of yellow. So what I'm going to do, I am going to increase this K, which is black. I'm going to put, let's say, 20, so my red will be dark. Now look at this bottom here. You will see the effect will take place. Both the new color and the old color will be seen here. So let me, as I've put my 20, I've put the 20% of black. I'll click on the next box so that it will take that effect. Have you seen? Look at this bottom now has changed. that is the current color I'm going to have. I click on OK. So it's now dark red. I've added small black. So that is that. I've gotten it. Mind you, look at my status bar here. I have my colors inserted there automatically. For my cordially invite, I'll still use red. Click and right click, because remember we added outline. Then also for where I place the 2D, where I place, look at this place where we have 2D. Good. I am going to also add red there. Okay, so if I can't select this very well, what I'll do is I'll take the text up. Remember, I added this 2-point line tool that I use. I added it there, like I used it to draw that outline you are seeing, that thick line. So I'm going to click on shift page up to take my text up. I don't want it to be behind, so I can select things I want to select. So let me select this black, still add my red to it. Then I can use my interactive fill tool, which is letter G, interactive fill tool. Click and drag outside. Where you have this white, I can add, even if it is let's say 90% of black, I can add it. So let me add 90% of black. I can now adjust. Have you seen? Good. I have something like that. For the solenoization, I'll be using the color, one of the colors they have chosen, which is emerald green. So let me click on green first. How will I get emerald green? Click and right click. Have you seen? This is your normal green from your CMYK palette. Okay, but let me save you let me save you the stress. In case you find it difficult to mix colors, as you have been given these colors to work with, just go online, type the name of that color, whatever background that it gives to you, whatever background you have there, download it, take it to this interface, use your color eyedropper tool to pick that color and apply here. It will save you that stress. But if you are strong enough to mix your colors, fine. So this is our normal green. I'm going to change it to emerald green, so that even if they print it, you will discover that it's far different from your normal green. How will I achieve that? I'm going, look at where you have your bottom right side here, where we have your pen icon here. Double click on it. Have you seen where I have my color viewers? Good. Look at, you have RGB, you have CMYK. I'm working with CMYK. So now I'm going to adjust this box. Look at this box where you have this color here. Look at where my mouse pointer is. I'm going to be adjusting this to let you know that emerald green is far thicker than your normal green. Okay. At the same time, I can come to where I have my CMYK here. Have you seen? If I understand this figure of this place, I know that emerald green is something around, let's say 84. That is for cyan, which is like blue. For cyan is 84. I'm going to also put 42 for the magenta. Then this yellow here, yellow is 100% because there's enough yellow in magenta, in green, and also emerald green. There's enough yellow, so I'll leave it at 100%. For the black, I want it to be a bit darker, so I might use 45% of black. Okay, so you can see that this has moved to this level. Okay, this box you are seeing shows you that this is where emerald green is. I can now click on OK. Now, have you seen? This is emerald green. For the outline, I'll still right click on the same color because I added outline. Have you seen? So I've gotten this green, emerald green color. Okay, so for the of their children, I'll leave it at black. For the name of the couples, I'll use the emerald green. I'll click and right click on my color. Okay, to add outline. I can increase the outline of these names. How will I do that? You know how to do that. Okay, now I can increase it to 0.75 or even 0.8. Let me type 0.8 where I have the width. Make sure it's in points. Click on OK. Good. For the hand here again, I'll still use my red, dark red. I can now group both of them. Okay. Good. Now for the name of the church and also the date, let me use red for the date, but for the name of the church, I am going to be using black, and the address black, the reception black, every other time I'm leaving it at black. Then for where I have, for this box where I have the traditional marriage, I will use red. Okay, I can apply my interactive. Click on where you have this white box, you can now click on black. Let's assume this black. Okay, click on black so that it will take those two colors, black and red effect. Good, that is it. For the outline, I can decide to use the same emerald green. So for the text inside, I can also decide to leave it like that, or this is what I'll do. Let me remove the outline, let me add color to remove the outline. Let me select the text and let the text be white. Let's see what we have here. Let me use my CMYK white. Have you seen? This is what I have. Good. So work with this. For this, let me make this RSVP red. Leave the rest black. Then for colors of the day, this is where you now impute those colors. Don't get confused. This is where I impute those colors. So for the first one, we have silver, we have gold, we have emerald green and peach. So the first one is silver, and I'm going to be using 20% of what? Of black to signify silver. Okay, now for my gold, of course you know that there's a gold color on your property, but I'll remove the outline. This is gold. Then for my emerald green, I've already selected my emerald green, I've mixed it, so I'll just click on emerald green. Then peach again. Okay, peach, remember there are different colors here on your toolbox, on your color palette. Okay, so like I said, if you don't understand these colors, just go online and just search for these colors. Just search for backgrounds that has to do with the name of that color. Just download it, come to your interface and just pick those colors. That is if you are finding it difficult to know those colors. So this is peach. Okay, this is peach. I've added here. This is gold. Okay, so you can now see that I've gotten these colors. I can decide to remove the outline of this silver. Have you seen? Good. Then I will group them, Ctrl+G, and centralize them. Good. So for this thicker line, this one here, I'm going to be using emerald green. Right click to get that color. So for you to add color to the line, you right click on the color. For you to fill, you click. So clicking is for filling, and while right clicking is for the outline color. So I'll still shift this guy inside this my palm front. I'll also reduce this my colors here because it does not have to be too visible like that. Okay, good. I'll take this calabash and palm tree inside. Okay, I can go ahead to separate this because I group them. I can separate this palm tree. Look at what I'm saying. This is a vector background. You can add your own color. Have you seen? I've separated it, so I can convert it to my emerald green tree, both of them. I can use emerald green. Look at, I'm going to add color here. Have you seen? I've changed it. You can even add different colors, but for the sake of nature, we know that it's always greenish. So for this your black tree here, you can add your normal black, CMYK black. Then you group all of them. Have you seen? That is it. So you can now see that we have designed something very simple. Now coming down to where we have our text here, our toast, I'm going to take this ring up. Behind, I'm going to see maintain the gold. This is the gold color, which I'm going to add black to it too small. I'll add black to it small. This is 20. Let me make it 30. Okay, good. Then for the emerald green will be added on this one. Remember, I told you, as anywhere I see black, I'm adding color, so I'll use white here. The toast I also use white. Click and right click on it. Good. So you've seen something like this. I can go ahead to italicize this one. Montserrat, click on your italics. Have you seen? Look at where you have a property by C italic. Click on it, centralize it. I'm taking it down. This ring, I can also adjust this ring. Good. Then you can now group and you can increase to cover up. So you can now see that this is what we have. There are different ways to achieve same thing in this interface. For this name, I'll still increase the outline. I want the name to show small. So I can increase it to 1, or let's say 1.1 points. Let me try 1.1 point. Good. So this is what I have. So do well to come back and watch other valuable tutorials like this. You can still go ahead to adjust. Okay, you can adjust. Adjust so it will go well. Okay, I'm still adjusting. So this is it. So this is what we have. So you can now see that we've been able to achieve this design. Okay, so stick to the design tutorial and you achieve same result. Okay, so I can still go ahead if I want to adjust this. I don't want this line to touch. I don't want this line to touch this design here, this background design. So let it stand on its own. Good. So you can now see that finally we've been able to achieve something like this. So do well to come back for more valuable tutorials like this. Thank you.